welcome back to the Power TV Garage. Now today the guys here at the shop, against their better judgment, will let me take this car behind me for a spin. It's a 1968 Camaro Rally Sport and it's pretty much stock except for a few bolt-ons here and there. It's even got the original factory 4-barrel carburetor. But today we're going to modernise this classic muscle car with the help from Fast and their plug-and-play Easy EFI kit. We're going to teach you just how easy it is to do it in one day with no tuning. When it comes to converting a hot rod over to fuel injection, most people consider it to be a bit of a black art. However, Fast has revolutionised the process by designing a virtually plug-and-play EFI system for carbureted vehicles. Now we know what you're thinking, it just can't be that easy. Wrong. Fast Easy EFI was designed specifically for those people who want the benefits of EFI without the headaches involved traditionally with aftermarket EFI. Better fuel mileage, better throttle response, better cold starts. What's not to love? The heart of the Easy EFI system is the carburetor-like throttle body. The overall dimensions of the throttle body is very similar to the 4150 style carburetor, which retains the intake mounting flange, throttle linkage and the air cleaner mounting style. The carburetor fuel log is replaced with two integrated fuel rails that feed four 88 pound/hour injectors. For simplicity, Fast also incorporated the majority of the sensors into the throttle body. This leaves only the wideband O2 and coolant sensors that need to be installed. Not having to worry about tuning makes the Easy EFI user-friendly. It all starts with the Fast handheld display that asks a series of simple questions. Then the ECU creates a base fuel map, constantly adjusting the tune as you drive. Outside of wiring your Easy EFI kit, your fuel system will also have to be modified to accommodate a high-pressure return-style system. Now we chose the Easy EFI fuel system kit, although you can always use your own.
Installing our fast throttle body is as easy as bolting down our carburetor. Next, we'll install our coolant temperature sensor and our throttle body sensor, and then we'll mount the ECU side of the harness inside the vehicle. Once we're done with that, we'll go below the car, install our fuel lines, and our O2 sensor bung inside our exhaust. Then we'll be good to go.
Mounting the electronics to the engine is not a good idea. Electronics plus heat plus vibration is a bad long-term plan. Remember, Easy EFI is only a 4-wire hookup. Fast recommends ECU mounting the same place the OEMs recommended, off the engine. Wiring the Easy EFI is really simple, especially if you've gone with a fuel pump option from Fast. First off, you've got your battery positive and ground wires which have to get routed to the battery terminal. Then inside the car, a couple of different wires. You've got the 12-volt switched and you've got the handheld display wires. Under the hood, you've got the TAC input wire, and then you also have a ground switch circuit which helps you if you're planning on running air conditioning. It increases the idle speed and eliminates stalling. However, if you've got the fuel pump option, just attach the controller's plug to the included fuel pump harness. The Fast Easy EFI can run with any ignition, but they do recommend an aftermarket spark box as Fast want the best for their customers. But points are fine if you prefer.
The carbureted system has got to go, and a secondary fuel line will be installed to accommodate our fuel return style system. Now our factory tank doesn't have a secondary line, so a fuel return line will have to be installed in the existing tank. Once the included fuel pump harness is run, all we have to do is install a simple ground wire to the fuel pump side, and all the wiring will be complete. Now all our fuel lines and all our fittings are push lock style, so this will make assembly a breeze.
So while Sean's finishing up with the fuel lines, I've taken a chance to actually look through our box, see what other goodies came with this kit. This is the Fast Easy EFI self-programming ECU, and it's a very clever piece of equipment.
This is actually a really cool ECU because it's a lot like your factory OEM unit, except this is a little bit better. It uses a wideband O2 sensor as opposed to a narrowband like your OEM computers do. But that's okay because Fast still left room in there for you to adjust your air-fuel ratios if you really want to.
So are we all buttoned up?
Not yet. We still have to go drive this.
Let's go for a spin.
With the Fast Easy EFI display on, we followed through the simple questions the ECU needs to build a base tune. These questions include the size of your engine, idle speed, fuel pressure and number of cylinders. It will then prompt you to calibrate the TPS at idle and wide open throttle. With the setup completed, we cranked the engine over and it fired instantly. The display will allow you to select from 4 different screens that will show you real-time data from all the easy EFI sensors. While Fast gives you the ability to adjust air-fuel ratios for optimal performance, the ECU does contain default air-fuel ratios for idle, cruising and wide-open throttle. For even more horsepower potential, Fast has added dual quad upgrade kits to their lineup, as well as a multi-port retrofit kit for GM, TPI and Ford 5-litre engines. With the Camaro warmed up, we hit the streets to see how the easy EFI would perform out of the box. We were surprised that after the first trip around the block, the easy EFI was performing better than the carburetor ever did. Keeping an eye on the display around town, we could actually see the correction factor on the ECU decrease as we drove. When we hit stoplights, the idle would hold firm under braking, and then the Camaro would accelerate crisply once the light turned green. The easy EFI allows the engine to run leaner under cruising, and we had no doubts that our gas mileage was going to get much better.
The 68 Camaro is my favourite muscle car, hands down, and we've had a lot of fun working on it today. In 8 hours, we've installed the Fast Easy EFI and fuel pump system. The EFI was so simple to set up, and the car turned over first time and ran flawlessly throughout the run we took her on today. So when you're looking at upgrading your muscle car to EFI, you'll be having a little peace of mind knowing that Fast has developed a system that just about anyone can install. My name's Bucko, thanks for watching Power TV. We're driving!